right now Rachel is looking real bad. Prince Swanee, look the fucking chain, and then right now Prince Swanee on my TV. Whole night Prince Nanny on my fucking TV. I just neighbor them Gaza music in my place right through. Yeah. I am Peaches, Kia. It have nothing to justify you not attending. I absolutely agree. Seriously, what was the excuse? You can't have no excuse. That funeral, that the last time you're going and pay respect. I feel like funeral is paying respect and celebrating the dead. You know what I mean? And she want the Yankers at her side bad. Well, yeah, she want them now. Rachel Price used that man to stay relevant facts. Could it be perhaps some people don't like remember him, the ones closest to them laying in a box or simply dead? It's so cowardly. No, it ain't nothing like that. You hear what I telling you? Because she was owing fucking Maureen. You know somebody gonna talk, it have real confusion. I am Peaches, I know it have real confusion. I know all the confusion, but there's things I will not talk on social media. I care know all the confusion. But you know what is the problem with the confusion? Too much of Yankers put in the mouth and the mixing it up. So the truth, people would know when the truth out. The truth is already out, you know. The truth is already out, you know. But the Yankers mixing up everything. 1 minute is Kia. Next minute is Easy. Next minute is, where's the next woman that cost him the night before is she. The next minute is the girl we call him for ticket on the boat ride. The next minute is his spiritual father. The next minute is this one. The next minute is that one. The Yankers mixing up. The Yankers mixing up. They're just so pushy.
People, this is your girl, Head Teacher K. Let us listen to this video of a live that Kia did recently. I found the whole thing quite, I don't know, disturbing, but, you know, interesting nonetheless, because Kia was sharing some perspectives that a lot of the Yankers might be feeling, but not necessarily actually expressing that. You understand? Now, because she is on the outside of the camp, she kind of free to say certain things and run her mouth certain ways that a lot of them would be nervous to do. So Kia is clearly calling some names, right? She's alleging that there is something more to their absence to the funeral than what meets the eye. She goes on to talk more about the fact that there was conflict within the Yankers camp, and that potentially this is where the Yankers should be looking instead of looking outwards. You know, it's important that when an investigation is actually taking place, that people are hesitant to put forward too much information at once. It's important that the processes take place. Due process needs to happen so that the investigators can get to the real truth. But there's so many stories and speculations around Kevon's death that one really has to wonder why it is that somebody who was so popular and so loved by his followers, that it's so difficult to actually pull out the person within an island like Trinidad. You understand me? So, you know, she does have some key points, but I want you guys to keep listening to what it is that she has to say, because it's quite explosive. Anyway, let's carry on.
You know who is this, but I not on this media thing. Okay, I wouldn't doubt that I know who it is. I just talk to so much people. I wouldn't know exactly who, unless they tell me, but yeah. So, yeah, they're spinning like topping mud. They're spinning like topping mud because they like so much of confusion. But you know, everybody's saying, don't know. I don't block that person black hole. Don't even reply to them tired hoes. The thing is, all you could have find out everybody business and all you can't find out the truth. So it goes to show they never had nobody real business. You know, we didn't like the pong, but they never had nobody real business. You know they're saying Tabby in go the funeral also, and she was his right hand accountant in TNT. You see, money is the root of all evil, you know. Always sit down there and fucking play. Money is the root of all evil. Hey! All you know that's right? Money is the root of all evil. And you know what was Maureen's biggest mistake? They used to try to hold it together because the man in a dress will laugh on the media and say they're falling apart. So when everything was falling apart, which Kia did already know, because I never even come and mention he not living in the church again, did I? Did I ever come and mention here or cuss and say, Maureen, you're not living in the church again, you get power of the church? Whatever hear me come and cuss and say, people used to come in the comments and hear them care, but like Maureen in the church again, and I used to just smile and say, well, who have eyes to see will see. Because you know, I did pass the stage I having to come and bring the truth. I did pass the stage I if they want to be blind, or they gonna be blind. His biggest mistake was trying to cover up everything for social media. For the no-nanny man dressed not to look like the one he one up in them. Because you know you go come and you lie and say, Hamil, get out from El Sicuro, Hamil, the take your meter, Hamil, the do this, and it's all a lie, Hamil again deported. But when he had bacchanal, dreadful bacchanal, in his team, they used to hush it up and come on live and pong like normal. And the bacchanal stink, but everything happening, I didn't know. And I know, and I still ain't go talk it. Who know? Who ain't know? When I fall, it'll fucking find out. You used to say you all big and have sense and beware of the negative you taking in. Yeah. Yep. He tried to remain friends with them to save face. He should have locked up. Facts, Alicia. All of them try to remain because here what? Not to save face, you know, because you know what they try to remain friends for? Spiritual reasons. Like, oh, Kia walking Obia. And if Kia and Akil talking the drum to ball, we mash up Kia and his spiritual father. Or we mash up Kia and this one. You see Kia always falling out with all she friends. Kia and Rennie Natalie and Kia and this one. The Obia darling, the Obia had him stupid. And them was trying to hold together, knowing that his bacchanal brewing and his money and his this and his that.
So people, you're hearing what Kay is saying. She's implying that there was some money conflict going on in the group. That with Kevin's closest people, there was a lot of contention about money. Now, if that is the case, that is really sad. You understand me? Because surely it can't get so bad that that is a reason to take out a guy. But you see, Kia is saying some pretty dangerous things. And it's because she's far away from the scene of the crime why she feel like she can get away with it. You understand? It doesn't mean that whatever she's saying is necessarily 100% malicious. But we really need to keep an eye on the kind of things that she's saying because she seems to have some inside knowledge that is being provided from somebody within the group. Now, that is such a shame that people cannot understand what loyalty is all about and keep themselves circumspect and away from the foolishness so that the investigation can take place. How is it that Yankers are busy passing information to Kia? Clearly, it shows that some Yankers actually like Kia and are also following Kia for the purpose of celebrating Kia. And they are taking information from one camp to the next. You see, followers, they can be some of the biggest problems that you have, but also the biggest blessings. And some of these followers, they don't have any loyalty because, hey, let me tell you something. As long as a social media personality now feed them, clothe them, and all of that, it's almost impossible to expect that followers are going to be 100% for you and not go to anybody else's page or follow anybody else's content. Me always say, content free for follow, and people will roam as wide as the World Wide Web will allow them. Anyway, me could go and listen to what she have to say.
But little do they know, Kia, you used to always hear everything. You will always have people in your team that is fake. Dropping people business while they're talking. So yeah, the accountant and Maureen was in confusion, if somebody don't know. Right now we have a page named Shoes. Yankers may be wondering how Kia know this. I wake up today, I get a phone call. Ring, ring, ring. Hello? Hi, Gail, you know it have a new group. They make the name of group named Shoes. Tabitha wanted Maureen's shoes. Maureen had to hide his shoes far from Tabitha so that Tabitha couldn't find his shoes. He ever what? He had a yes as a new group. The Yankers open a new group all the way inside of the group. The name of the group is Shoes. And the pong and Tabby, somebody named Tabby, the pong in the group, but nobody in post nothing yet. Yeah, you lie. Here and yes, getting your chatter sending. Have a new group named Shoes. The Pong and Tabby. The Yankers getting close to the scenes, you know. The Pong and Tabby. Tabby was the fucking one with the Kia, mind your business. Miss Bridge. Jeverow Wells, remember some of them on the fake pages who know what was going on, so the door here to talk all the entire. So Tabby, Maureen, they have a new group called Shoes, and they're pulling out Tabby because you know the things coming out. Because Maureen did leave the churchyard and he was living by a man named Anthony in Aruka. Now, I know Kia, I know this a long time, right? That he was living by a man named Anthony in Aruka. He even, for Carnival, he was in Aruka also. He didn't know Kia, know that. Rankers hug him up and take pictures and Kia. I just know everything. He played mass. Who did see Maureen in Carnival for last lap in Aruka? Tell my line, is last lap or Juve? Tell my line. Me never come here and mention it. But anyway, he was staying by the man named Anthony in Aruka. Hence the reason the background did change. But Maureen, no, I didn't know, you know. So that's why you did see Maureen leave Instagram and went TikTok. But Maureen didn't know for all these years. I just know he business and I don't talk it. You understand? It's 5 Rivers to be exact. Right, correct. I just always call Aruka and 5 Rivers the same, right? So anyway, I just know your business and I doesn't talk it because I is a hoe. I just sit down and just listen and watch. So he was by the man named Anthony. The habitat got green. So a lot of people were speculating, but I been know. Right? The man with the pool Kia. I don't want to talk too much. I'm mind my business. They want to make any truth. They're blaming everybody. So when they're blaming everybody, the little outside Yankers, we know what the fuck going on. When the truth hit the media, people confused because there's too much names calling. But the bust up already happened. And the truth already started hitting them. Wait. All you go here. Me talking the things already out. Kia, if the spirit say talk, I don't know. The spirit tell me don't talk. The spirit tell me don't talk. Leave everybody. It had to come out and hit all it like a, but just look for the closest people in your circle. It's not nobody outside. It's not nobody outside. It's in the circle. If he did only get away from death, I'm sorry for most of them. Maureen was flying away not to return. How much all you know that? How much of you all know that Maureen did plan to leave Trinidad not to return? How much all you know that? How much all you know that? Because before they started bus up, I cannot tell only when the ticket did buy for. From the day Maureen there, the night or the next morning, I told earlier, Maureen was flying out the Tuesday. The following week after the boat ride. How much people know Maureen was going to leave the country, not to return? Okay. The truth will come out soon. Was after the boat ride, yeah? I still can't believe he got killed. Gail, the people closest to you is who will destroy you. The people closest to you is who will destroy you. The people closest to you is who will destroy you. The truth is already out there, facts. The truth is already out there. But that is enough for me tonight. All I can come off my life now. I ain't talking people business again. That is enough.
Well, people, you have heard it for yourselves, right? So let's just go over some of the key points that Kia has raised in this episode. She's basically spoken about two particular people who were very close to Kevon, who were missing in action when it came to his funeral. She also spoke about the fact that there was tensions and conflict within the Yank nation. That there was a separate group being formed or formed already with the purpose of tearing down particular people, and that was taken away from the main groups. And you know the main groups are Yank Nation and River Witch. So she has mentioned those things. She's also mentioned the fact that Kevon was due to leave the country. Interestingly, she has left out the destination of Kevon. She seems to know so much about when he was leaving Trinidad, but seems to have left out where he was actually traveling to. I find that very interesting because you never know where he was traveling to. May point some fingers as to who it is that had some issues with him actually returning or going to that country. Anyway, let's leave that one alone for now. All I'm going to say is this: you dare not trust your own. If what Kia alleges is true, that is a real disaster waiting to happen when this discovery is made, and I truly hope it is made because we want justice for this death. It will be a real disappointment to many if it's discovered that it's somebody who was close to such a great comedian. You understand me? So at the end of the day, we're going to keep our eye on this case. Try and remain as objective as possible despite our passions and who we like and which side we're on. Because as you can see, there is no loyalty on social media. There is no loyalty on the internet. And, you know, people will talk and they will pass information behind closed doors and all of that just to get some likes, just to get some recognition, right? So at the end of the day, it's important to keep objective, keep watching, keep listening, pay attention to the details, and keep a factual record of what has been said out there. Sometimes crimes cannot be solved without key witnesses. Crimes cannot be solved without some of the things that are said. Those nuggets of information that are said by those people in the know might give some lead, some tip to those who are investigating the crime that will lead to a solution. So I appreciate my role in this, in that I am neither Yanker nor anybody else. I am simply Head Teacher K, presenting you with what is the most trending topics on social media today. And this is definitely trending for the right reasons, that we want to see justice for Kevon's death. We are using this opportunity to use our platforms to present information and to hold them as an archive, so that when investigations are taking place, they know where to look. Okay? Anyway, bless up yourself. Have yourselves a great day. This is your girl, Head Teacher K.